All right, we are on Capricorn. Greetings and salutations, my friends. You are most welcome here. I apologize that I have not uploaded since July, but the energy wasn't quite right for reading. However, I have relocated. I'm capable of reading again, so we are going to get into your hopes, your fears, and your reality. If you click on the description button, it will explain the placement of each card, as well as the significance of the spread. So, without further ado, ouch. Okay. I'm sorry for the, I shouldn't have said it that way. It makes it sound like it's going to be a really bad reading. In your fears category, you have some really deep-rooted things to look at, just saying. But we're going to start with your hopes. High hopes. So, you're hoping to take down the facade, right? The Queen of Wands is the person who fakes it till they make it. They don't pretend to be something they're not. They pretend to be the person who they want to become, right? But sometimes you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and you never become that thing. Now, I'm not saying that's you, Capricorn. I'm saying that you're seeing that, okay? So you were making plans with a particular person or a group. I mean, this could be a vocational read or it could be a personal read, you know, friend, family member, maybe even a lover. But you were making plans. You were choosing to do things based on something that you saw. But as you keep moving down the line, it's kind of like, you know, it's the difference between somebody's words and actions. Somebody's words tell you who they want to be, but their actions tell you who they really are. So it's almost like you're hoping to strip the facade of somebody who talked a good game, but really didn't walk that walk. They talked the talk, but didn't walk the walk. I hope I said that right. Okay. You're really hoping to see the truth of the situation to see if you want to continue dealing with this person or this group. In the fears category, ouch. So you fear a very painful ending and a lot of remorse for time lost, for emotions spent. You see, this person has 3 cups that are spilled over and 2 that are left. Now, I'm not saying you can't regroup. You know you can regroup. But the amount of time that's going to be placed on remorse if you feel this painful ending is just, it's too much for you to take, right? So you're starting to see that someone or something is not what you thought it was. But you fear the ending that's approaching because of it. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I didn't want to cough directly into the microphone. Okay. So the reality of the situation is that you will move forward no matter what. But whether or not you have to let go of all of this is a very difficult choice for you to make because you're not thinking of the emotion. You're thinking of the resources, okay? The health, the actual finance, because resources can be health, wealth, and time. So you're more focused on the time that was spent and the money that was spent and the toll that it took on your health than you are concerned with what it took on your spirit and your health. Does that make sense? You're genuinely concerned, but you know that you'll persevere no matter what the outcome because you have goals and you haven't lost sight of those goals. You know, if somebody gets in front of this chariot here, God help him, because you're just going to mow them down. This is interesting. You have been juggling and juggling. You have been going back and forth with whether you stay and fight for a situation or you walk away from a situation. And it all comes down to hoping to get past the facade. This is where I definitely stop reading and stop explaining, because this entire reading just came full circle. And this tells me that you are circling in your mind all of the possible outcomes of all of the situations that you can imagine. And with the Five of Cups being in your fears, your deepest fears. I mean, you fear the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. That's the emotional part that goes with it. But the reality shows that you're being very practical and logical about the situation, and that you're generally concerned with the resources spent, not the emotion. What this tells me is you're trying to keep everything in your head to avoid the hurt and the pain of the possibility of severing a tie with a particular group, energy, or person. I hesitate to pull more cards because I don't want to plant a seed of doubt where maybe there shouldn't be one. And I don't want to give false hope if things aren't quite right. But it sounds to me like I can forget the cards for a moment and drop in a piece of advice. Some very adult conversations need to be had. Whether you're dealing with vocation or a personal relationship, you need to ensure that the direction that you're going in is the same direction that the other person wants to go. Because it is natural for some people to grow apart, right? That's something that happens all the time. And it's okay. But if you and this other person or this other group don't have the same end goal in mind, who's to say that a good conversation won't redirect that energy, find a compromise, and get you back on the same page again? So if an adult conversation can get you back on the same page, great, you're golden. But if the adult conversation turns into argument after argument, or it just goes nowhere, then perhaps you've grown apart. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.